And we are live. Hello, everyone. So, today's live, we're going to be doing a get ready with me, and we're going to be talking about twin flames versus soulmates versus karmics. So, this is day 1 of 21 days of going live and talking about soulmates and twin flames. And before we get into what you're going to learn and what you're going to get out of this, if you haven't seen the photo we're going to recreate, that is on my story. It's basically like this pink eyeliner look, but a little bit about me in case you weren't aware. My name is Soledad, and I'm a psychic, a tarot card reader. I specialize specifically in love readings. I'm going to start brushing out my brows because we are getting ready together. So I do specialize in love readings, twin flame soulmates specifically, and I also do past soul life regression readings. This year alone, I've done over 500 readings. It's been a little bit intense, but I've learned a lot. I'm also writing a book on twin flames right now, and unlike the other books that are out there that talk a lot about personal experiences or are like a compilation of other people's experiences, my book is different because it's a guide as to how you can navigate the journey, how twin flame theories have developed over time. Plus, it's also a tracking journal, so you get tons of practical tools, you get prompts, you can implement meditations, affirmations. We go through the basic laws of the universe, like the law of assumption, the law of attraction, so that you can attract a twin flame or a soulmate or just divine love in general as soon as possible. So that book is going to be out either by the end of this year or early next year, because we're still working on it. I want to make it really good for you guys. And so what you're going to get out of this live today is you're going to learn the differences between a twin flame, a soulmate, and a karmic connection. We're going to go through the different misconceptions of these types of relationships. And the number one mistake that I see my clients and just in general, like people do in karmic relationships. And we're also going to just talk about the signs so that you know if you are embarking on a twin flame journey or if you're embarking on a journey of bringing in a divine love. The early stages of a twin flame journey, specifically for divine feminines, and how to break karmic cycles. But first, let's learn the main differences between a twin flame, a soulmate, and a karmic. So, I'm going to use markers to do this. I actually saw this example by, what's her name? She also does lives on here. I think her name is like Empress Kate. And I saw her live a while back and it always stuck with me. So now anytime anyone asks me like, what is the difference between twin flame, soulmate, and karmic, this is what I tell them. And so let's say that this is you and your soulmate, right? Same part of the soul family. You're a little bit different, but you're both expo markers, right? Kind of the same category. A karmic would be like a highlighter from Amazon. Okay, so the karmic comes in and you guys are not really a divine match. I mean, you're kind of the same thing. You're both markers, but you're not really truly all there. You kind of reflect the things that the other person can't do, and it's more of a mirror, right? Like you can be complements, you can be used together, but it doesn't really end up working out. Your twin flame, however, your twin flame is this is you. Your twin flame is you. Okay, this is you, this is your twin flame. Without the cap, this marker is going to dry out, right? And so this is why you feel such a magnetic pull with your twin flame. And so that's kind of the main difference. Your twin flame is your soul cut in half, and one is part of the other. And if they don't have each other, it is not to say that you're gonna end up with your twin flame and all of that stuff. Like, we're gonna go deeper into misconceptions and the intricacies of the relationship. But yeah, soulmates can work out together. They're part of the same soul family. Soulmates can come in platonic forms. Soulmates can come as soul family through pets and things like that. Also, Bubba's here. If you know, you know. But a karmic is someone that's completely not a match, but you know, can be. There's possibility there. So let me put on some of my eyes while I wait for people to come in. Let's see. The Amazon mark is what got me. It's very That's so funny. Yes. So the first thing that I do for my eyes is I already brushed them out. So I'm just going to grab this. This is like an old palette. As you can see, I've hit pan. I'm just going to grab this like cream color and I'm going to just kind of make a base on my eyes. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do a little base and yeah. And then I literally just grab my finger and I go and I pick out a color. We're gonna recreate the pink look, and the pink look is this color called Bend and Snap right up here. By the way, if you're here just for the makeup, everything is linked on my Amazon shop or as similar products as I could find, because some of these products are old. Like this is a Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay like palette thing that, yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna grab the pigment and we're gonna and I'm gonna put that on my eyelids and blend it out with my fingers. I know some of people will find that cringe, so if you don't like that, then you know you can just leave. But anyways, so before we get into any deeper with the dynamics, we're gonna go into the karmics, right? So karmic relationships are karmic because of karma. So before we get into like the karmic relationship, we have to understand the karma part of a karmic relationship. And what is karma? Karma goes with the laws of cause and effect. Basically, you reap what you sow, right? And so this is kind of stems back from like Buddhism, right? And there is a quote actually. Let me see if I can pull it up. I have my iPad or my social media manager's iPad. She's like, you need to use this. Okay, so this is the way that Buddhism explains karma. And it is the outcome of things that we have done in the past and are doing now. Our personal happiness or suffering is entirely up to us. We build the heaven that we want and the hell that we make for ourselves. Our own destiny is what we create. Okay? And so with that kind of theology on karmic relationships, is theology the right word? I think theology is the study of religions, but I guess, yeah, Buddhism is a religion. Anyways, karmic relationships are created both by nurture and nature, right? Sometimes you can be born into a karmic connection with a family member or anything like that, but you can also create karmic relationships around you, or you can attract karmic relationships. And there's nothing wrong with attracting a karmic relationship. It just means that there is, hold on guys, I need to this is not looking good. I need to get it together. Give me 1 second here. Oh my goodness. There we go. See, I really like to blend it out with my finger, and doesn't it look great? Like, it really does. And I like to kind of flick it out a little bit too, because I like to do like a cat eye winged eyeliner. Okay, so we got this eye. Good. We're gonna do the other eye now. It looks so funny. Okay. Just some intermission music. I really thought I was gonna be able to talk and do my makeup at the same time, but we are just testing this out. Okay. I never thought I'd get to see you live. I never thought I was gonna go live. Honestly, my social media manager pushed me to do this. She's like, you gotta do something with lives. And so we've been planning something, because I didn't just want to do random lives every day. I wanted to teach you guys something and also share a little bit. And I always get asked, how do you do this look? How do you do that look? So I thought it'd be a good way to talk about spirituality and all the things that I already talk about on my account, but also show you guys like how I get ready and the other side of me. Why am I thinking of Hannah Montana? The other side, the other side, the other side. Okay. So this is looking a little messy, but that's okay. There's actually a quote from Buddha that I wanted to talk about, because the last part was just kind of explaining it, but there was a specific quote that I love. So it says, all living beings have actions, karma, as their own inheritance, their own congenital cause, their kinsmen, their refuge. It is karma that differentiates beings into low and high states. So he's talking about vibrations here. So let's move into misconceptions. So these are like the key karmic misconceptions that I see. And so the first thing, I kind of already touched on it, but karmic relationships reflect our shadows, they reflect our fears, and they represent lessons that we must overcome, right? That's why some people really get stuck on, oh, I'm attracting all the wrong people, or why do I always attract avoidant people? Why do I always attract guys that, you know, will, are taken or whatever, right? Sometimes it doesn't even have to be people. It could be a situation. You may be jumping from job to job and always hating it and always having the same issues, right? So that's a karmic situation where you're feeling stuck and feeling like you're attracting all the wrong people and all the wrong things. Like it may work for a while, but then after a while you realize that you're unhappy and then you try to move on or you try to move away instead of confronting the core issues, right? And so those are kind of some misconceptions that I see. A lot of people don't understand that these things are here for us to overcome them and for us to change internally and to go deeper. And they're not exclusive to romantic partners. Again, karmic energy, karmic relationships can be a karmic relationship to a parent. It can be a karmic relationship to a work environment, right? And so that's kind of the whole thing with karmics. And now let's get deeper into how do you know if you are in a twin flame connection. Okay, so the first things first, I'm going to put on some glitter on my eyelids because we're looking a little crazy here. So let me fix this for a second. In the meantime, I don't really know. If you hear snoring, that's Bubba. He's doing his thing, you know. He never clocks off. He's always on the job. Okay, so twin flame connections are actually very rare, whereas soulmates are for everyone. And obviously anyone can attract or be born into, or both, into karmic relationships, karmic cycles, right? We're going to talk more about the origins of twin flames in a different live. I'm going to be doing lives every day for the next 21 days, and I will be posting that on my stories so you guys can keep up. Oh my god, the glitter's so pretty. The glitter always gets me. Oh, so it's like this peachy glitter that I'm using right here. This palette is so pretty. So I go hard. I go hard with the glitter. And oh my goodness. And I put it just like in the middle. Sometimes I go all out and I'm like putting it everywhere. But right now I'm just going to put it in the middle right here. Okay. So pretty. Okay. So yeah, I'll be releasing the schedule of the next topics that we're going to be talking about twin flames, and I'm also taking suggestions. So, you know, if you have any questions or want me to go over a specific topic, we can do that as well. I'm actually having fun. How are you guys enjoying this so far? I didn't think I was going to enjoy this too much because I really like getting ready by myself and just listening to music, but this is fun. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then let me show you my secret. I feel like this is good enough. So, does one eye look more glittery than the other? We'll fix that later. But anyways, what I like to do is I grab this reusable like cotton pad, and I put some makeup remover on it. I have that down here. Hold on. And I make it into this triangle shape, and then I just go like this. I catch any glitter, anything, and I make like this winged look. My hair looks atrocious right now. I did wash it, so it's a little dry right now, but I'm also getting a haircut later today, so I didn't really feel like doing too much with my hair right now. But we're just gonna do that. Make sure we get it all out. And then I use this foundation stick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is old. Like, look, There's literally nothing left. I'm looking for a new one. I don't even think they make this anymore, but if you can find it, this is in the shade Warm Ivory. And I use this as concealer because it's a little more natural. Let me clean my fingers because my finger is pink right now. But I literally just go in with my finger. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I go with my finger, I make it like nice and kind of melty. And then I just do this. And it works so well. I'm gonna set it now too. Like, it's very natural too, because I have to run a lot of errands after this, so I really want to make sure that I'm not all caked up, you know? It's very natural. It blends into my skin. But if you use like a foundation stick, like, let me know which ones you like, because again, I don't even think they make this anymore. I've used this until I can't use it anymore. Okay. Now I'm going to just add some powder. This is not my favorite powder. It's the Cover FX setting powder. But I think it was like the cheapest one at Sephora in the moment. I don't know. So I just been using it. And I'm like the type of person where I will buy something, even if I hate it, I will use it. Because, girl, there's no waste in this house. So we're just going to tap that. I like to tap a little bit onto here so that we're not doing too much. So a little bit like this much. And then I will. I'm busy. Okay, so, and then I do this. Oh, it was my mom. Okay, so anyways. I do that, and then I'm gonna let that set for a little bit. So let's talk more about how to know if you are in a twin flame connection. So twin flame connections are really rare. Everyone has soulmates, and anyone can get into or be born into a karmic relationship or cycle, because again, karmic relationships are both nature and nurture. Okay, so here are the early signs that you are attracting in a twin flame, a soulmate, or a specific person, right? Divine love. Because twin flames and soulmates, they're divine unions, and they're going to be very similar. So there's going to be a conscious change and recognition. So for example, if you start taking on your karmic cycles and relationships, even if you don't identify them as karmic, you really start to feel uncomfortable. It's almost like your old life is ejecting you and you're ready to start bringing in something new, right? So you may start therapy, you may start trying different careers, you may start journaling, learning about manifestations, connecting with ancestors, right? Angels, spirit guides. Personally, I connected with my angels and my my father, who has passed away, and I've always felt my ancestors' energies around me, but the angels thing, that was crazy. So I started learning more about how to connect with my guides, and mind you, I was atheist for a really long time, so it was not a normal thing for me. But I really wanted to open up and change my life because I was kind of tired of it, right? And so the more you pay attention to your spiritual side and the more you start taking change and handling your mental health and changing your environment, then you will start to see synchronicities, right? This means that you're about to embark on a spiritual awakening. And as a divine feminine, maybe you've heard other readers say this, but divine feminines always lead. And so the divine feminine has their spiritual awakening. They may be going through a lot of dramatic changes, upheaval in their life. This process can take anywhere from 1 to 2 years, some people even longer, right? And as you're changing your life and you're getting really clear on what desires you want, who you want to manifest, then you start to attract the people in your soul family or your twin flame, right? And this is happening simultaneously with the other person. It's just manifesting in different ways for them. A big lesson that you have to learn when you're attracting your twin flame and your soulmate is you may meet them, you may make contact, not realize it's them, and then move on, like do something else in your life and continue manifesting things, right? That's something very common. Some people will meet their twin flames through work, right? Talk like once or twice, and then like months and months will pass, or even years will pass, and then they'll reconnect for whatever reason. And then you start to get the signs until it really hits you, like who this person is to you and why you're being drawn to them. And so those are like early stages, how you know if you're attracting your twin flame or soulmate. So some of the things that you have to work on while you're in this early phase is releasing codependency, really tuning in with your spirituality, and healing past wounds, which has to do with tons of shadow work, okay? You know, you acknowledging that you are in unhappy situations or need to work on certain aspects in your life is already amazing. Acknowledgement is step one, and then change is the longest step, right? Because it's about the journey, not the destination. So while you're in the process of changing, things are going to start getting revealed to you that, you know, it's like you're going up, so not everybody's meant to go up with you. And some people are going to try to sabotage you. Some people are not going to understand you. Let me know if you guys have also experienced this. It's something that I talk a lot about when I talk to, or that is brought up a lot when I have personal readings. So yeah, you're not alone if you're going through that. I'm going to add some pink right here at the bottom. And let's see. And we're just gonna do that. I love this pink color. It's so pretty. But if you guys follow me for a long time, you know that I love to play with colors. And I love that I get to do this where I don't have to worry about showing up to the office with pink eyeshadow and worrying that I'm gonna get, you know, sent home or something. So I really love the work that I do because I get to really be myself and express myself in the way that I want to. So now that we have this, I thought I met my twin flame, but I didn't, I guess. We're gonna go deeper. And we're even gonna do a live on false twin flames. So I don't know when that will be. Again, keep up with my stories because I'm gonna be posting a lot on my stories, and I'm gonna try to make a video every day, like the day before, to tell you what topic is gonna come up next. But that's coming up soon. I think that's on Monday, where we're gonna talk about false twins and how do you know if you've met your twin flame or not, because, oh my gosh. Talking from personal experience. Okay, so essentially, what we're doing is we are attracting divine love into our lives, right? So we need to heal our past wounds, do a ton of shadow work. A big thing is you need to be mentally strong before you jump too deeply into the spirituality aspect of it, right? Mentally and physically, both ideally. So you need to be really clear on your morals, what you want. You need to be clear on how trauma is still affecting you, you know, why you're attracting these certain things. That's why shadow work is so important. And I always recommend people, before you go into like talking to your ancestors and, you know, honing in on like clairvoyance or clairaudience or anything like that, like really focus on yourself and do the shadow work, because that is going to open up the floodgates to having a more positive experience in your spiritual journey. Faith is obviously important, but it shouldn't be the main focus, and you shouldn't be neglecting your other sides for it, especially in the beginning, because then you start to feel crazy. That is one of the signs. Early on, you start seeing signs. You may start getting tarot readings that you've never gotten before. A lot of people tell me, I never even watched tarot readings, and then your video came up and it resonated, you know, and then they'll go on my account and they'll click on other videos that aren't exactly their situation. So that's how they know that the one that came up was meant for them. And so that happened to me. I never did tarot readings before I started becoming a psychic. And when I started journaling about what kind of person I wanted to attract into my life, I started getting tons of signs, tons of readings. So invite to join live. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But anyways, so let's talk more about the shadow work and the karmic cycles aspects. So how do you get out of these karmic cycles? And as we're doing that, I'm going to attempt to do my eyeliner. It's going to be difficult, okay? Especially because if you saw the photo I'm trying to recreate, the eyeliner I did is a little bit intricate. It's a little bit, it's a 1-2 step kind of thing. And honestly, like, sometimes I'll use tape, but most of the time I'm raw dogging this eyeliner. I'm just going ching, and if it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good. I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, so getting out of karmic cycles. the first step we kind of already been talking about, and that is to step out of yourself and to really notice like what is bringing you. Oh my god, I'm thinking of that lady on Netflix. She's like, what sparks joy? Do that, but with your entire life, right? What is sparking joy in your life and what isn't? So hold on, I don't think I can talk and do this, so I did one line, as you can see, and now we're gonna swipe. Okay. Sorry if you hear noise. I'm Hispanic, and Hispanics be loud. And just, we're doing a moment of silence for me right now. We're praying that this ends up well. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? We're just gonna fill in the gaps now, and then we're gonna do the other step. Okay, now we're gonna do the other thing. It's very simple, actually. I don't like to do crazy complicated looks. I basically do almost the same thing all the time. If not, I'll do like a smoky brown eye and like call it a day, you know? Oh, there we go. That's that on that. Yeah, that's that on that. Okay, we're gonna do the other eye now. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. I love how interactive this is. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, what else have you guys been saying? Let me go through the comments. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, sorry. Maybe I should have been reading them out loud. I was just doing it for my own enjoyment because I'm paying attention to my makeup more. But anyways, we're going to do the other eye real quick, and then we're going to finish the look and keep talking about what we're getting into. Okay? And if you see my hair get frizzier and frizzier throughout the live, it just is what it is, girl. I don't know what to say. I live in a very tropical environment and my hair be doing crazy things. But anyways, we're gonna try this eye. This is always the hardest eye. Which eye is the hardest for you? If you do eyeliner, like, which eye is the hardest for you? This is my right eye. This is my left eye. And my left eye is always low-key a slay. Always looking better than the right eye, but harder to do. So I'm always very careful with it. Okay, let's see. Oh, step one. Oh, you see how it's like thin right here? Like, what is that? What is that? Okay, let me try to fix it. Hold up, guys. And that's as good as that's gonna get. So we're gonna fill it in, and then we're gonna try to do the, I don't know what to call this. It's like very Egyptian-y, I guess. A moment of silence for my eyeliner. Okay. Okay. That's looking pretty good to me. My goodness, my hair is looking so crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, and I have to do the wig now. See, this is where I get scared because, you know? Let's see. Let's do this. We got this. We got this. It looks a little bit weird compared to this one. See? Okay, so we're gonna make them look a little bit better than we're gonna try. Let's see. There we go. That's a little bit better. Why does this one feel so much thicker than the other one? Let's see. That's as good as it's gonna get, y'all. I don't even know what to say about that. That's... Okay. Y la tapa? Here it is. So, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on the rest of my face, and then we're going to keep talking about breaking out of karmic cycles and twin flames and all that good stuff. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me while I did my eyeliner. Clearly that was, you know. Thank you, Selena, for sending me the little fire things. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting and anyone who's here right now. I know it's early. I wanted to do this later, but I have to run so many errands today, you know. But anyways, I use this ColourPop bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. So we're going to bronze up my face. I don't do much, honestly. And this is the brush that I use. It's a sculpting brush. It's old, honestly, and it needs to be cleaned. But I'm just thankful that I don't have an eye infection or any acne on my face right now. I don't have anything crazy going on, and I'm surprised because I really don't be washing my brushes as often as I should be. So anyways, getting out of karmic cycles, right? We're stepping outside of ourselves. We're completely testing our own beliefs and conditioning, both the ones that we grew up with and the ones that society has put on us, right? And then after we're acknowledging and taking that time for ourselves, and this can look like many different ways. We already kind of went into what that would look like, starting therapy, really questioning things, breaking out of those cycles. A lot of people are going to be mad at you for doing this, right? And that's okay. You're just going to see who, you know, understands you, who doesn't, and who's been benefiting from, you know, you not having boundaries and being unhappy. That's literally what it is. And sometimes you got to let those people go. So that brings us to our next step, and that is readjusting in order to realign and to get on the right path. So this takes a lot of acknowledging, and it takes a lot of changing, and it is very difficult. You're gonna cry a lot. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna feel lonely. Okay, part of a spiritual awakening is almost isolation, hermit mode, right? That's what we call it in tarot. And that is, hermit mode is very important because you're going soul searching, and you're really figuring out yourself. What does your soul want you to do? Why are you being pushed closer to your purpose? So for example, I did a lot of things that I thought were really random before I did this, what I do now. And this fell into my lap. If you guys want to know like more about my story, we can do that in another live. I'm not going to go too deep into it now. But for the purposes of this live and getting out of karmic cycles, it is a very difficult thing and a very isolating and lonely thing. But you need that silence because you start really realizing, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Am I doing this to make my family happy? Am I doing this because I think society is going to give me praise for this? And is this conditioning? Is this automatic conditioning from things that I have repressed because, you know, childhood or whatever, right? Did I give myself enough time to process certain things in my life? Did I just bulldoze my way through this? And now I have all these wounds that I've only put Band-Aids on. And now the wounds are gushing out, right? So that's a very big part to readjusting and realigning. And the only way you're going to do that is if you cut out the chatter, cut out the noise, cut out the people who just want to take and take and take. The situations that are taking and not giving enough back. Where are you not feeling fulfilled in your life? And then this is, I think, in my opinion, the most liberating part is you start to learn to love your freedom. You start to learn to love yourself, and you start to learn to trust yourself so that you allow the universe to really guide you. Okay. And I wanted to also kind of talk a little bit about what kind of questions you can ask yourself. And these are a little bit, you know, So you definitely can answer them in the comments if you want, or what I would suggest you do is after this live, you pull out your journal and you answer these questions, because this is how you're really going to know if you are stuck in a karmic cycle. Okay, before I share the questions that I wrote, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I'm going to do on my face as I'm sharing this stuff with you guys. And I actually want to know, because we're almost done after this. That's literally like the last thing of our live. But I wanted to ask you how you guys have been enjoying this. Are there any questions that you'd want me to answer in a future live? I'm going to use this like pointy brush right here, and I'm just going to use the same bronzer by ColourPop. And remember, if you didn't hear earlier, all of this is linked in my Amazon shop. So if you wanted to know what makeup I used today, that is, you know. And I'm just going to sculpt my nose a little bit. I don't do much because I like my nose shape. I think it's pretty good the way it is, but I don't know, I just contour my nose now. I think it adds like a little thing. Like I don't go too hard with it. I just go down the natural bridges of my nose, and then I do this to give, you know, a little more highlight in the areas that it needs. I don't wear highlight either because I have my skin on a really good routine, so I think I have more of a natural glow, and if I add highlighter, it looks like I'm sweating. But I used to be a big highlighter girl. Can you tell that I did my makeup in the mid-2000s, like 2010 style? I'm gonna do that, and then I use NARS. This is so old. This is called Glue. I don't know. So I used to be a big Sephora person, and I got a lot of points, and this was like an exclusive shade that NARS did for Sephora, but it's like this peachy pink with like shimmers, like gold shimmers in it. I love it. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. brush. It has tape on it. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. brush, and I'm just gonna do a little bit right here. I don't go too hard with the blush. And we're almost done with the makeup look, and then I'll share the journal prompts that you can answer yourself to know if you're stuck in a karmic cycle. And that's why it was really important for me to pause on my book. If you guys know the tea on the book, really quickly, I will summarize it for you. I've been writing this book since early summer. So basically, I think I started writing it in like May, and then I made the announcement in like July, and it was supposed to come out in August, but so many things happened, and now the book has evolved, and it's not just a guide, it's a journal. It has a lot of prompts, meditations. You learn more about energy and like more about how everything else works, not just about twin flames, but how to attract divine love and how to identify twin flames, and how the theories have kind of developed over time, and what are like the main stories and theories that people use and talk about with twin flames, right? Like the purple flame, we talk about the 3 waves, we go into Plato's theories, like it's, and I'm a history nerd, so I did a lot of research on this. And then we also talk about, you know, theories from prominent psychics that have gotten downloads, things like that. So it's not just one thing, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not people's accounts or my personal experience. It's, you know, in general, what the collective has experienced, and in history, how it's all thrown out and how you can kind of navigate it. That's why the journal prompts part was so important to me, and that's what's taking the longest right now, and why we're finishing the book a little bit later, but I think it's so worth it. But yeah, I do a little bit of blush on my nose right here because I think it's cute. That's that on that. This is the lash, the mascara. The mascara that I use. I don't really like to do a lot of mascara. I used to really love like big fluffy caterpillars on my eyes, but my eyelashes have suffered greatly, so now I just do a little bit. I don't even like to curl my lashes that much anymore. And e.l.f. is honestly really cheap, and mascara is one of those things that you can't just, you know, have there forever. It does dry out, so I buy these like almost every 3 months or so. And we're gonna quickly do that. are these like little disco balls that you guys are giving me? That is so cute. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Oh, these are like glitter badges. That is so... I got too excited. Hold up. I'm gonna need more. Hold up. See, this is why it's always handy to have this around, because you never know. Okay. I do love to sing when I do my makeup, or like hum or make little noises, so I'm trying to contain it right now because it's a little bit embarrassing, but that's what I naturally like to do. Okay, so we're done with the lashes. I don't really do much there. I do like to add a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline. Hold on, this is my makeup bag. We're searching. Oh, here it is. So this is another one that is one of my staples, okay? Oh my goodness. So this is the Wonder Pencil by NYX. They used to have one that was just one-sided, and it was like this creamy color, right? It's like a creamy. So if you don't like using white eyeliner because it looks weird in person, get a creamy one. This one has a shimmer side. I use it sometimes like on my brow bones, but not really when I'm just trying to run errands, you know. But I use a little bit here. Oh, thank you for the hearts and the glitter and all the little badges. Oh my god, it looks so weird. Thank you so much for all that. You guys are the sweetest. And I can't wait to continue doing these lives. I'm having more fun than I thought I was gonna have. And next live, tomorrow's live, is gonna be a little bit later in the day. I think it's gonna be around 12. So it's not gonna be at 9 in the morning every day. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? That's literally what happened to me. Oh, thank you. Oh, look, I have glitter on my fingers. I didn't even realize. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I do down there. And now I'm going to show you guys the lips. And then we'll finish with the journal prompts. I know I'm taking a while, but we're figuring it out. Okay. So this is so atrocious. This looks really atrocious, but it is what it is, right? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl living in a big old world. So this is, I don't even know what color this is, but this is a ColourPop lippy like lip liner. I overline my lips a little bit, and then I use the Melted Matte Too Faced Liquid Lipstick in the color Cool Girl. This is my most asked for lip combo. Every time you do this lip combo, I always get comments about like what that lipstick is. So now you know, this is the secret. And I use a more cooler tone. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't like to overdo it too much, just slightly. Because I think my lips are a good size already, so I don't want to take away from my natural beauty. I say that as I have like pink eyelids, but you know, balance. And then I fill it in, but I leave a little bit of my lip color. And now we're gonna use this. There's another one that I also really like to use. Good morning. And I'm so excited you're here. So many of your Twin Flame Divine readings resonate. Oh, I'm glad they do. This person's username is Love. Love joined. That's so funny. So adorable. Alright, so now we're just going to do this. And then we're going to end things off. I'm messing up so badly. Like getting over the lines and trying to refill them. I do be like that though. So I like to use like the very like tip right here. Okay. Sometimes you overdo it and you gotta step back. Okay. Why is my eye watering? Ugh. This always happens to me when I use glitter, but you know, I'm a glitter whore. What do you want me to do? I think that's that on my makeup look. Super simple, like nothing crazy. I don't use that many products either. I don't use like a primer or anything. If anything, like, hold on, I'm trying to show you guys the lotion that I use. It's called Lubriderm. Hold on. Also, we're cleaning this out, okay? So I apologize. But I'm working on that. Lubriderm, yeah. This is what I use. I just wash my face and I use some Lubriderm, and that's my base for my makeup. All right, so how to know if you are in a karmic cycle. Ask yourself these questions. Again, I recommend that you journal these. And this is, are you numbing yourself? This one's very important. So for example, are you using drugs? Are you using alcohol? Are you using other excuses to get out of situations in your real life, or to numb yourself when you come home, or to numb yourself before you go to work? How are you numbing yourself? How are you not feeling your feelings in your life? And why do you think that is? Are you avoiding important conversations? An important conversation could be, maybe you have a feeling of, I don't know. I'm trying to use an example that I've personally been through as well. But it can really be anything. It can be important conversations with roommates, with family members, with friends. Maybe there's something that a friend does that has really bothered you for a while, or every time they do it, it gets you in a negative headspace, but you don't react to it because you just numb yourself. Or maybe it's even like a current partner. There are things that they do that you feel like you can't talk to them about, like they wouldn't understand, or you've tried talking about it and at this point it's just become a back burner thing. Okay, so are you avoiding important conversations? What are those important conversations? Who are they with? And what are they about? Okay, the third thing. Do you feel like you're stuck in your life? Do you feel like you can't reach your goals? Like nothing is ever changing in your life? This is very important. This was a big one for me because I felt very stuck. I moved to another city. I changed my career like 3 times. And it's not that I was unsuccessful in those careers. I was very successful in the careers that I did choose. When I choose to do something, I go all in. And I still felt unfulfilled. I'm like, I have the money. I have the house. I've manifested my move. I've manifested the life that I wanted. So why am I still unhappy? Why do I still feel very stuck? Okay, this is how you know if you're stuck in a karmic cycle. Do you feel like your goals are unreachable? Does your dream life feel like a movie? Like so far away from the life that you're living right now? Why does your dream life feel so far away? Why do your goals feel so unreachable? Something that I experienced is I couldn't lose weight. And I've always had like my weight fluctuating, but once I thought I had manifested my dream life with my partner that I'm no longer with, I thought I had manifested all these things, but I felt so stuck, and physically it was manifesting in some, I have some healthcare things that I need to take care of, some things that got worse, right? And one of those effects was me not being able to lose weight. So I felt really stuck. For like 2 years, I really tried to lose weight and I could never do it. It was either self-sabotage or I would numb myself and I would like get off track because of it. You know, for me, I would smoke a lot. I actually have a whole thing about Moldavite and quitting smoking and things like that. So I'm going to do a whole video on that. That's not going to be a live. That's going to be like a video series that I'm going to talk about soon. You guys will see that if you're following. But yeah, those are the main prompts that I want you to write down, and really that's knowing if you're stuck in a karmic cycle. And really it's a lot of shadow work that you're doing right there. So let me know if, yeah, period, yes. Absolutely. So let me know if you guys end up doing these prompts. You guys can always message me or leave me comments. I do my best to answer to everybody, and I truly do care about helping you guys. But with all that being said, I hope that you found this live helpful. I hope that you learned something, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Let me see if I can pull up what tomorrow's live is gonna be. Hold up. What is tomorrow's live schedule? One moment, so that you guys can know. I already have some topics scheduled, and then for the finale, I wanted to watch the Twin Flame series that came out on Netflix. So I thought we could do a watch along and just like watch it together. Because there's only 3 episodes, but let me see. I'm using my social media manager's iPad and I'm like so disoriented. Un momento, por favor. Let me see. Search for, where would this be? Oh, it would be in Sheets. Google Sheets. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. What did I name it? Oh yeah, 21 days of Twin Flame lives. So tomorrow we're going to talk about why your twin flame does not want to be with you. We're going to be breaking down, you know, twin flame separation. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, then tune in for tomorrow's live. I'm going to announce the exact time later today. And with all of that, thank you so much for spending this time with me. You all have been so lovely. Yeah, I'm excited for this one too, because, well, we'll get into it tomorrow. We're not going to get into it right now. But yes, tomorrow's live is going to be twin flame separation, or why your twin flame don't want to be with you. But anyways, guys, thank you for spending this time with me, and I gotta go. Have a good day. Bye.